Rustic Small Garden Oasis 2025 with upcycled materials, cozy, timeless, natural layout inspiration. Welcome to Graceful Garden Life, a place where timeless charm and gentle inspiration meet to celebrate the beauty of home and garden living. This channel is dedicated to sharing ideas that bring warmth, comfort, and elegance into everyday spaces, especially for those who value calm surroundings and meaningful design. Each story told here is crafted to spark imagination while offering practical ways to create settings filled with grace. Today's journey invites a closer look at how small outdoor areas can become havens of peace, beginning with the Rustic Small Garden Oasis 2025 with upcycled materials, cozy, timeless, natural layout inspiration. Welcome to your Rustic Garden Oasis. In every season, the heart longs for a place of quiet beauty where nature feels close and comfort feels timeless. A Rustic Small Garden Oasis offers exactly that, a sanctuary where natural textures and repurposed treasures create an inviting retreat. This introduction explores how such a garden can become more than decoration. It becomes a reflection of meaningful living. Through thoughtful choices, even the smallest outdoor area can carry an air of grace, warmth, and charm. The rustic touch is not about excess, but about simplicity, calm, and creating a connection to the land. Here begins the journey toward a cozy, timeless space. The timeless charm of rustic design. Rustic design carries the power of memory, weaving together tradition, simplicity, and natural elements. Unlike trends that quickly fade, this approach embraces materials that weather beautifully over time, each season adding new character. Wooden textures, stone pathways, and hand-forged details remind visitors of a slower rhythm of life, when care and craftsmanship mattered most. In a rustic small garden, this charm becomes more than aesthetic. It is a lifestyle choice that values authenticity over perfection. The design is gentle on the eye, inviting moments of reflection and peace. Such spaces endure, remaining as calming havens that never lose their grace. Upcycled treasures with a story. Upcycled pieces breathe fresh life into forgotten objects, carrying stories of the past into the garden's present. An old wooden ladder may become a stand for pots of lavender, while weathered tin cans find new purpose as herb planters. These elements are more than practical. They remind viewers that beauty can emerge from simplicity and resourcefulness. By choosing upcycled accents, a garden not only gains character, but also honors sustainability. Each object contributes warmth, creating layers of personality that no store-bought item could replace. In rustic garden design, These repurposed treasures become cherished details, blending memory, function, and creativity in harmonious balance. Creating cozy corners for relaxation. Every rustic garden benefits from small corners designed to nurture rest. A quiet bench beneath a tree, a pair of wicker chairs softened by cushions, or even a stone wall lined with potted herbs can provide comfort. These spaces encourage time away from distractions, offering places to read, share conversation, or simply observe the gentle sway of leaves. Thoughtful placement of seating, combined with soft textures like throws and pillows, makes the area feel truly lived in. Rustic design values coziness as much as visual charm, reminding guests that a garden should not only be admired, but also experienced with serenity. Natural materials, lasting beauty. Natural materials give the rustic garden both strength and soul. Weathered wood, clay, terracotta, and local stone ground the design in authenticity while aging gracefully. Their imperfections tell stories that enhance rather than diminish beauty. Choosing these materials encourages a connection to the earth, a reminder that simplicity often brings the deepest sense of satisfaction. A clay pot filled with fragrant herbs or a rough-hewn wooden table offers not only practicality, but also character. Unlike polished or artificial finishes, natural elements grow richer with time, deepening the sense of timelessness. In rustic gardens, the enduring beauty of nature remains central. Pathways that tell a journey. Garden pathways serve not only as connections between spaces, but also as symbolic journeys through calmness and discovery. A winding gravel trail bordered with lavender or a stepping stone path softened by moss guides the eye and the spirit alike. Each step creates rhythm, encouraging a slower pace while offering small surprises along the way. Rustic pathways are rarely straight or rigid. Instead, they invite exploration, echoing the irregular patterns found in nature. These walkways turn a small garden into an unfolding story, leading from one cozy corner to the next. In every direction, the journey feels intentional, calm, and welcoming. Soft lighting for evening serenity. When daylight fades, gentle lighting brings warmth and magic to a rustic garden. Lanterns hanging from tree branches, candles flickering in upcycled jars, or string lights woven along a trellis create soft layers of illumination. The glow invites longer evenings outdoors, whether sharing tea with friends or enjoying solitude. Rustic lighting avoids harsh brightness, focusing instead on subtle radiance that soothes the senses. Each light source becomes part of the ambience, highlighting textures of wood, stone, and foliage in gentle tones. This understated approach creates intimacy and calm, proving that light is not only functional but also deeply atmospheric. Vintage finds with new purpose. Every rustic space becomes richer when vintage pieces are introduced with thoughtful care. A wrought iron chair, an enamel teapot transformed into a planter, or an antique basket repurposed for flowers carries history into the garden. These items are not just decorative, they embody tradition and heritage, giving authenticity to the setting. By blending old finds with natural surroundings, the garden reflects values of appreciation, patience, and memory. Each vintage element offers more than beauty. It adds a soulful narrative that connects past generations to present moments. In rustic design, such details remind viewers that charm often lies in objects with history. Plants that embrace the rustic mood. Plant choices breathe life into rustic design, shaping its mood with fragrance, color, and form. Lavender fields echo European countryside charm, while climbing roses soften wooden fences with romantic blooms. Herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage add both practicality and gentle scent, making every corner useful as well as beautiful. Wildflowers contribute a sense of freedom, reminding guests of meadows and cottage gardens. In a small rustic space, these plants harmonize with natural materials, filling the air with timeless appeal. Their simplicity ensures a garden that feels lived in and loved, radiating a calm atmosphere deeply tied to nature. Blending practicality with beauty. Rustic design thrives when functionality is balanced with charm. A wooden bench with built-in storage, a potting table that doubles as display, or a stone ledge serving as both seat and planter embodies this principle. Such details ensure that even a small garden can remain organized without losing beauty. Practicality should never overshadow warmth. Rather, it can enhance the character of each space. When every element holds both purpose and grace, the garden becomes easier to maintain while remaining elegant. This union of utility and aesthetics strengthens the rustic style, showing that practical living can still feel deeply inspiring. The joy of seasonal touches. Seasonal changes bring rhythm and freshness, and a rustic garden embraces this flow with ease. In spring, delicate blossoms brighten paths, while summer fills corners with herbs and roses. Autumn introduces warm tones through pumpkins, gourds, and falling leaves, while winter allows evergreen wreaths and lanterns to shine. Small shifts in decoration help the garden feel alive, reflecting nature's cycles and traditions. These touches do not require grand gestures. Often, a few thoughtful details bring the desired effect. A rustic garden thrives on this gentle transformation, teaching that beauty evolves with time, and every season offers its own invitation to linger. Designing for small spaces. Even the smallest garden can radiate rustic charm when designed with care. Vertical arrangements, like climbing roses on trellises or herbs in stacked planters, maximize space while adding layers of beauty. Cozy seating can be tucked into corners, while pathways create the illusion of greater depth. Small gardens rely on balance. Too much decoration feels crowded, yet too little loses warmth. By selecting a few meaningful pieces and natural plants, the setting feels intimate yet spacious. Rustic design celebrates this principle, proving that small spaces hold extraordinary potential when approached with thoughtfulness, simplicity, and an understanding of proportion. A timeless retreat for body and soul. The rustic garden oasis becomes more than an outdoor space. It transforms into a retreat that nourishes both body and soul. Gentle scents of lavender and herbs encourage relaxation, while soft seating invites moments of pause. The balance of natural materials, vintage finds, and upcycled treasures weaves an environment where comfort feels inevitable. Such a setting promotes well-being, easing the stress of daily life while nurturing a sense of connection to tradition and nature. Over time, this timeless retreat grows richer with memories, becoming not only a garden but also a sanctuary that reflects calm, grace, and enduring beauty. Closing reflections and inspiration. A rustic small garden oasis speaks of more than design. It reflects a way of living where simplicity, beauty, and sustainability intertwine. Through upcycled details, natural materials, vintage accents, and seasonal touches, even the most modest space can feel timeless and inviting. This garden style encourages a life of balance and grace, where every corner offers meaning and peace. As this journey concludes, the invitation remains open to bring these ideas into personal spaces, creating havens of charm and comfort. To continue exploring graceful living, kindly subscribe, like, and share reflections in the comments, keeping the inspiration alive for seasons ahead. Thank you for spending time with Graceful Garden Life, where the Rustic Small Garden Oasis 2025 with upcycled materials, cozy, timeless, natural layout inspiration has shown how simple touches can create lasting beauty. From natural pathways to vintage finds and upcycled treasures, every detail proves that even the smallest space can become a retreat of warmth and charm. Gratitude is extended to each viewer for being part of this journey. For more inspiration, remember to subscribe, like, and share thoughts in the comments, and continue exploring by watching another video filled with timeless garden ideas and graceful living.